Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to make an updated eyebrow routine. I have lighter hair now, so I feel like I am in due for a new one. These products that I'm going to show are actually from the beauty favorites that I filmed, and I just kind of wanted to get them in action for you. When I dyed my hair this color, I was kind of dumb to dye them this color because they turned out to be orange or something along there. They weren't really this hair color, and my eyebrows to begin with, they're very dark. So I won't be doing that again, and I just wanted to do a new eyebrow routine for you guys. I think that these products are still working out for me. So after I trim them and just take all the hairs that I don't need, I go ahead and do these steps. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, my eyebrows are just everywhere, and some of them are dark and some of them are blonde. And I'm very glad that I do have some hair going on here, but I definitely need some shaping, like right in the inner corner. I need some of that. So I'm going to use my eyebrow pencil from Rimmel London in Hazel. And they also have a dark brown, but they're very affordable and they work so great for me. So I'm going to go ahead and define the lower lash line in the inner corner. So I just go very lightly and just kind of draw a line here. Oh. And don't worry if you make any mistakes, you are going to go and correct them with some concealer. So now I have my defined line there, and I'm going to just leave it like that. And I'm going to go and move on to this Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe, which I also showed in my favorites video of my yearly favorites basically. And I'm going to use a Sigma E05. Well, this is a small angled brush that I always use, and I'm just going to lightly get some product in here. You don't need any, like, at all. A little bit of this goes a long way. And so I'm just gonna go up and sort of like feather it in as I go. And the reason why I do this in the inner part of my brow is because I want the most natural to be here. So I sort of create a shape there. And that's it for my inner corner. And then I'm going to use my Milani Brow Kit in Light number 1. And I'm going to take the darkest color that is here. And I'm sorry that that looks kind of gross. And I'm going to fill in the rest of my brow, which is to darken this area a little bit more and just to fill it in and give it more definition. And I go in small strokes, just how my hair grows. So if my hair goes down, I go down, like here. And basically I don't need a lot of filling in, I just need a lot of shaping to do because my eyebrows just don't really have a shape to them. And then I'm going to go with the lightest color right here and set that inner part of my brow, which is also going to do a little bit more of shading in there. That's really all I do. And then with the spoolie, I'm going to just distribute all the color throughout my brow. And the pencil also comes with a spoolie like this, so you can actually use that for the inner part and just make that sort of like a ombre thing if you're into that. I'm going to use this small concealer brush from e.l.f. It's like $1. I'm going to use my Studio Finish concealer in NW20, and I'm going to dip my brush into there and go underneath my brow. And this is the most time consuming, I feel like, and if you make any mistakes, this will fix that. So you have there a very nice and crisp line. And I also like to sharpen the upper arch, like the arch area. But I don't like to do it all the way. You see that? Just enough to where I get a very defined brow, and then the rest I just blend it with a Real Techniques. Ooh, the name is gone. I will link it down below. I think it's a deluxe something. I'm so terrible with names. But I'll just blend the edges out. And I don't really do much in the inner part because I feel like that looks too fake. But that is it for the eyebrow routine. Now I'm just gonna move on to my foundation. Now I'm going to moisturize my face because my face has been super dry lately and I am not with it. I am going to use this moisturizer, which is so great, and I can't believe I've gone without it for so long, and I'm definitely going to stick with it. This is the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer with a sunscreen SPF 15 in it. And it's for all skin types, so if you're oily or if you have dry skin or combination skin, this will work great. And I'm just going to apply that onto my face and on my forehead too, and my neck. As you can tell, I've had a tan going on right now because girl needs some color. I'm going to go with the darkest foundation that I have at the moment, which is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the shade W6 Warm Beige or Sun Beige. And I really like this foundation. I used it on my cousin the other day and she loved it. So that's what it looks like on my skin. It's very liquidy, very luminous. And I'm also going to apply a little bit of the Stila Stay All Day Illuminating Beauty Balm, which, oh my god, I mentioned it in my beauty favorites video that I love this product. It's a necessity in my skin, because I'm not using a primer whatsoever because I have such dry skin right now, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm just gonna apply it onto my face, and I've been doing that quite a lot lately. I don't know what's going on with my skin, but I am getting to know it little by little. I just think it's the weather. Blame it on the weather. So there you go, I'm all dotted up, and I'm going to use a Real Techniques Deluxe Expert Face Brush, which you can find this at Ulta. And I'm gonna stipple it in. I'm not going to do this kind of thing because I feel like that really doesn't cover. And so I'm just going to staple it in, or like press it into my skin, I should say. And let me know if you guys like these kind of videos where I'm talking instead of voiceovers. That takes a lot less time too. I love this foundation. It just gives me such a pretty glow. So that was it for the foundation. So now I'm going to highlight my face, and I've been in love with this concealer. This is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer in light pale. And I love that it has an applicator like this because it just makes things a lot easier. And I like to focus this in the inner part of my eyes because I feel like that's where it really just brightens things up. And down my nose, and right here, the bridge of the nose, and in the forehead, between your brows, Cupid's bow, and on your chin. I'm going to blend it with one of the best brushes that I've found for this particular part of the whole deal. This is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86, and I love this. I'm so glad that I got it because it just blends your product so nicely and it's so soft. But do you see how that it just makes a difference? It just opens the eyes so nice. And I love it. It's not harsh at all. And I love it. I should just call this my eyebrow foundation and highlighting contour routine, because I like that. And now I do have blemishes like right there and right on this area, so I'm going to give myself a little bit more coverage with this Jane Cosmetics concealer. It's in light. I'm really blind, but it does give a lot of coverage, but it doesn't feel too heavy, which is always a plus. Just gonna apply that on the areas that need to be more concealed. And I'm gonna take the Expert face brush from Real Techniques that I used for my foundation and just staple that in. Why do I keep saying staple? It's not like I'm putting a staple on my face. Just apply that and blend it in. Alright, and now I'm going to set the under eye area with my contour kit from Anastasia, and I'm going to use this shade right here. Everyone uses it. I'm using this e.l.f. blush brush that I got at Target for like $3, and this is pigmented. I can't compare it to anything else I've ever used. And I'm so excited to be getting. I finally gave in and purchased the Ita brush from NARS. $60 for that brush. That's the most I've spent on a brush. I cannot believe it. It was so much. Oh my god. But it's worth it. I hope so. Alright, and all the areas that I highlighted are now set in place. I'm going to move on to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to use my Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder in medium from MAC. And yes, girl, I've hit pan on this. I can't even believe it. So I'm just going to set everything up. And this is a powder brush from Real Techniques. I love Real Technique brushes. They're so nice. And now I'm going to go back into my contour palette from Anastasia, and I'm going to apply it with this little brush. I got this last Christmas. My mom gave this to me in a Sonia Kashuk little brush set thing, and I cannot believe that I use this as much as I do. It's really fluffy and it doesn't shred on me, knock on wood. But I'm going to warm up my face with this fawn shade, and now when I apply it, I like to stop right where my eye is, like right where it ends. I don't know, I just like to do that because then I look like I have a beard or something, which I don't. I'm a girl. Up to the temples, and see, it's just giving my face a lot of definition already. And never blend a bronzer or contour or anything downwards. That's just, no, I don't like that. Alright, and now I'm going to grab this shade right here, and with that just bronze up the forehead. And I like that because it's a lot warmer. It's not ashy, and I don't really like ashy tones right for my forehead for some reason. Alright, and then I'm taking a brush like this one right here. This came in a set of Kirkland brushes from Costco, so if you have a Costco card, go and check them out because I use them a lot. I mean, my favorite brow spoolie thing is this one. I don't really use the brow part, but I definitely use the spoolie. So I'm going to take the fawn shade and I'm going to contour my nose just a little bit. So that is it for my updated eyebrow routine, updated foundation routine, and a little bit of highlighting and contouring. I will do a more in-depth contouring and highlighting once I do get my brush and other things that I ordered. And for now, this is all that I do on a daily basis. I just think it's necessary for myself, and this is just a form of how I contour my face. So far, I just like this. I can honestly just put mascara on, lip balm, and be out the door. I don't mind. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Like this video if you found it helpful or if you liked it. And I will see you soon in my next one. Bye!